Hello and welcome to AUC TV. I am Amin Nammar. On behalf of AUC TV, I would like to congratulate the Egyptian national football team on qualifying for the World Cup 2018 and wish them the best of luck. Moving on to Europe, Italian police arrested 37 people accused in a Cosa Nostra or Sicilian mafia extortion rackets involving fruits, fish and drugs. They also seized 11 million euros in assets. Officials claimed that one of the victims was the owner of an upmarket Via Vento restaurant in Rome who was forced to come up with 180,000 euros after receiving threats from mobsters over fruit and vegetable deliveries. The arrest included 2 Carabinieri officers who illegally used information from a police database for extortion.
Il caffè Veneto di Via Veneto, che è stato anch'esso, il titolare è stato anch'esso sottoposto, diciamo, ad un'attività prima di osservazione, poi di minaccia, di intimidazione attraverso una serie di vari atti protrattisi nel tempo e quindi di vera e propria estorsione col pagamento di una parte di una somma di denaro. Il titolare di questo esercizio si è poi ovviamente rivolto diciamo, alle forze di polizia, ha bussato alla porta dei Carabinieri al comando provinciale di Roma e da qui è nata, diciamo, il contributo prezioso all'indagine per questa parte, ovviamente anche dell'arma di.
The investigation focused on the Rinzevello family of Gela, Sicily, and it showed how Cosa Nostra had infiltrated Rome businesses using legitimate fresh and frozen fish front companies.
State messe in esecuzione 37 ordinanze di custodia cautelare, di cui già eseguite 35, nei confronti degli affiliati al clan mafioso Rinzivillo di Gela, in Sicilia. Clan mafioso che ha peraltro proiezioni qui a Roma, nel Lazio, in Lombardia, in Germania e anche con proiezioni negli Stati Uniti e a New York. Dedito a tutte le attività tipiche delle organizzazioni mafiose, quindi quelle più strettamente criminali, estorsioni, traffici di droga, armi, e quelle più imprenditoriali, come vi sarà poi illustrato meglio dai colleghi che mi seguiranno, sul piano in particolare della commercializzazione dei prodotti ittici a livello internazionale.
On Tuesday, President Donald Trump left the White House along with his wife Melania Trump, heading to Las Vegas to meet the respondents of the deadliest mass shooting in the US history. Trump states that the authorities are still learning a lot more about the gunman who killed 59 people and injured more than 500 during a concert in Las Vegas. He claimed that the details of this incident will be announced soon. Trump said to reporters that he will be in Las Vegas to pay his personal respects and condolences to everybody. He added, saying that what happened in Vegas was a very horrible thing even to think about, and described the gunman as a demented and a very, very sick individual.
Well, it's a very sad thing. We're going to pay our respects and to see the police who have done really a fantastic job in a very short time. And yeah, they're learning a lot more, and that'll be announced at the appropriate time. It's a very, very sad day for me, personally. Thank you.
Thousands of Israeli and Palestinian women marched through the West Bank along the Dead Sea on Sunday, part of more than 2 weeks of a peace journey organized by the Women Wage Peace. More than 8,000 participants wore white clothing as a symbol of peace. They gathered from all around Israel and Palestinian Authority in tents, calling for a police agreement to end the decades-old conflict. The Women Wage Peace movement was established after the 50-day Gaza war of 2014, when more than 2,100 Palestinians, mostly civilians, were killed. On the other hand, Israel put the number of its dead at 67 soldiers and 6 civilians. The peace journey began last month at several locations across Israel and will culminate in a rally later in the day outside Jerusalem, residence of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Women wage peace activists say the two-week march sends a message to leaders to work toward a negotiated solution to the Israel-Palestinian conflict and to make sure women have equal representation in any talks.
We need an honest broker, whether it's going to be Trump or someone else. And if the world is giving us Trump now, welcome to Trump. Who knows? Crazy leaders sometimes bring peace in other places in the world. So we need an honest broker. This is the goal.
Huangguoshu Waterfall is the Chinese National Day holiday resort that is similar to the summer time spent at the Niagara Falls. The waterfall is in southwest China's Guizhou Province. Hundreds of thousands of visitors have assembled the Huangguoshu Waterfall. Almost 133,000 visitors visit the country's largest waterfall per day for the first 3 days of the 8-day-long holiday. The waterfall has generated almost 355 million yuan, which is around $50 million in only 72 hours time span. The administrators of the waterfall has taken various actions and is striving to maintain order and to ensure safety for all visitors.
第一回来到你们这个贵州旅游，而且第一次来安顺这个黄果树瀑布，这个景区呢特别的好，气势磅礴，特别的美。而且我特别感受的是你们这里的安顺人民的那个当地人民的善良跟淳朴，而且特别的热情。
Researchers in the US, UK, and Switzerland have been awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry on Wednesday for developments in electron microscopy. The Nobel Prize was awarded to Jacques Dubochet, Joachim Frank, and Richard Henderson at New York's Columbia University for developing cryo-electron microscopy for the high-resolution structure of biomolecules in solution. The cryo-electron microscopy allows researchers to freeze biomolecules and see processes that were never seen before.
Every process in life, every process that goes on in a biological cell is controlled by the interaction between molecules. And so far it has never been possible to see these molecules in their natural environment. The cryo-electron microscopy allows it to see down to the position of individual atoms, to be able to see how these molecules interact with one another, what complexes they build, how these complex machineries work. So it's really the first time in history that we can see biological molecules in their natural environment, how they actually work together down to the individual atom.
This invention has paved the way for both new basic insights into life's chemistry and for the new development of pharmaceuticals. Thousands of protests in Romania gathered outside government offices in Bucharest on Wednesday, opposing the government plans to raise the taxes paid by employees. The Romanian government is planning to increase the taxes paid by employees. This plan will reduce employees' net income by nearly 8%.
Păi, salariul meu o să scadă, bineînțeles, salariul pe care dumneavoastră numai de la începutul anului au fost creșteri pe toate domeniile de 10-15%. Benzina, numai dau un exemplu, a crescut în ultima lună cu 10%. Și atunci toate ne împovărează, iar colac peste pupăză a venit și această propunere a guvernului de a ne împovăra.
The demonstration was organized by the Alpha Cartel trade union. Most of the protests were healthcare sector and the National Railways employees.
În primul rând, cu salariul ne descurcăm foarte greu, din cauza că avem copii la facultate și ne ajungem cu bani, cu întreținerea, mai ales pe timp de iarnă.
The police did not take any violent action against the protesters. They closed Victory Square, where the government has its main offices, for the demonstration to limit the traffic in the Romanian capital. Germany celebrated its first same-sex marriage in Berlin and Hamburg after letting the law of equality for gays and lesbians as those of the heterosexuals. Karli and Bodo Mende got married after 38 years of relationship and after campaigning for years to be honored to be the first same-sex marriage in Germany. In the Golden Town's Hall Golden Room, there is a number of 60 guests and almost 60 reporters attended the event to cover the event. The first couple of same-sex marriage has reached their dream as they registered their partnership in 2002 when Germany introduced registered partnerships. Chancellor Angela Merkel opposed same-sex marriage, and she was one of the 226 who voted in the Parliament national elections in June against gay marriage. However, 393 voted for it.
Erstmals werden Lesben und Schwule in Deutschland gleich behandelt. Sie werden nicht mehr als Bürgerinnen und Bürger zweiter Klasse behandelt. Sie können die Ehe eingehen, sie können Kinder adoptieren und deswegen ist das ein großartiger Tag, nicht nur für die Paare, ja, die den Bund fürs Leben schließen, sondern für alle Lesben und Schwulen.
Also es ist total wichtig, weil endlich die staatliche Diskriminierung in Deutschland ein Ende findet am Sonntag, nach Jahrhunderten im Grunde. Und insofern ist es toll, dass wir die Möglichkeit haben, gleich am ersten Tag unsere eingetragene Lebenspartnerschaft umändern zu können in eine Ehe. Und ja, insofern haben wir schon die Tage gezählt. Auf jeden Fall.
Thank you for watching AUC TV. This is Amin Nammar.